Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today I have a memory planning process for you. I am planning or doing the memory planning for April 18th through the 24th, and today I'm super excited because I'm going to use the Pink Fresh Studios Happy Hearts collection. I have the paper here, all the ephemera, all kinds of goodies and stickers, and it just screams spring. It is so beautiful. I actually used it in my catch-all planner for this week. It is gorgeous. So I will definitely link this down below. I picked mine up from scrapbook.com. Those are affiliate links. It doesn't cost you anymore, but it does really help this channel when you are able to shop those. And I'm excited. Let's get going. This memory planner spread came together so easily. I just love this collection from Pink Fresh Studio. And when you use a scrapbooking collection, it just is easier because everything goes together. So I'm actually going to use some of these journaling tags. I love an interactive element in almost anything I do. I think it just invites you in a little bit more. So I'm going to use a couple of the pockets and tags to hold some extra notes and photos, and I thought it would be just a fun interactive element because these aren't in a page protector. It's really easy to have a tip in or something that moves on the page. I think that's exciting and fun when you're flipping through your album. Plus, it is a really good way to kind of set the tone for the page because these are going to be some of the larger elements on this particular page. So I pulled out a few things that I want to use and then we'll move those to the side. And the paper I'm going to use is probably my favorite paper from the collection, and it is this one with these gorgeous, gorgeous butterflies. You can see I've actually already used some of it. I created my regular catch-all planner spread for this particular week out of this paper, and so now I'm going to use the paper in the memory planner spread. It is so pretty, so I'm just going to tear. I love torn paper. It looks very organic to me. I'm going to tear the other two corners off so that it sets the tone in each corner of the spread. A lot of times in the memory planner spreads, I don't contain myself to the boxes, the vertical boxes that are on the spread. This time I'm just going to line it up with those two corners. You can kind of do either way. So on memory planner spreads, I kind of just use the boxes as like a suggestion, but not required. So I don't necessarily need all my pictures to line up in the boxes. I just have them on that particular week. The week at the top or the dates at the top are just to remind me of kind of when these things happen. I don't need it to be like super specific, if that makes sense. So I have those large elements. Then I'm going to put this one down because I know it's going to kind of anchor the corner. And this one, you can see I'm going to just go ahead and go off of the boxes as well. I need to get that string kind of out of the way, so I'll go ahead and wind that up. I'll be able to fill in or put something in there a little bit later. All right, now it's time to work on matting my pictures. When I'm getting ready to do my memory planning spreads, I just print out all the pictures, and generally I do like to matte the pictures. It brings in an extra little pop of color, a cohesive look, because I'm only going to use a couple of different papers, so there will be that element that is repeated. And it also allows me to kind of fudge the size of the pictures. I print all my pictures at home on my photo printer, and I print them in a 2x3 size. These boxes are slightly longer than 3 inches, and so the matting helps me kind of fill in the spots when I do want them lined up in the boxes. So you can see I'm going to use two different papers. First is the back of that butterfly paper, which is this gorgeous yellow, and then this one, which I think is a really, really pretty kind of green color that goes really well and pops off the page. So all of those are ready, and now it's time to figure out where they're going to go on the page. Like I said before, I don't need everything to line up perfectly, but I do like it in the general area of when it happened. So this week was kind of a crazy week. You saw the title of this video. I called it COVID week. We've managed to dodge the COVID bullet for 2 years, but this week my husband tested positive. So far, everyone else in the house has tested negative, so hopefully we're able to stay healthy. So that kind of changed the look of the end of the week. And so the picture that I put in the pocket that's on Sunday is a picture of our negative COVID tests for me and the kiddos. But otherwise, it was a pretty typical week. Lots of activities, a visit to the firehouse. My husband played at the White House Easter egg roll and brought home some chocolates from the White House. Lots of cleaning out happened. And then all the games, of course. We have soccer and baseball and all the things going on. So you can see I kind of plan out where I want my pictures to go, and then I will start adhering them down. I always work from biggest to smallest elements on the page. So we start with the biggest elements, which in this case were the scrapbook paper, the scrapbook pieces in the background, and then the big envelope. And then we're going to start moving to smaller, which is the photos, and then the ephemera and things like that, the stickers. That'll be the last element on the page. So it helps to kind of work big to small just so that you can see it coming together. You can fill in little spaces. For ephemera, I'm going to use all of these florals because they are gorgeous. And in my memory planning spreads, I like to use the paper pieces to soften some of the edges. These can end up feeling very boxy just because there are so many rectangles on the page. So putting ephemera near the corners or in places where two photos meet kind of softens that edge, and I think it looks pretty good. I struggle a little bit with which kind of ephemera to put up here. I want to put something there, but I didn't leave myself a lot of room. So you're going to see me try several different things. Do I put it behind? How do I not cover up the word Thursday? It was kind of a whole ordeal. Like I didn't want to cover up Thursday, so we're going to move that down just a little bit and add one extra little piece of greenery, and it's going to, again, break the boxes. That's okay. Moving it to the side, it'll still fit, but it fills in the extra little awkward space that was kind of trapped white space up at the top. So just need to trim that off over the side. But the florals really, I think, bring that spring feel. That's definitely spring here in Northern Virginia. We've had warmer weather. All the flowers are out. Everyone's outside working in their yards, trying to clean it up. It's kind of one of my favorite times of year, if not for the allergies. All of my family suffers hardcore from allergies. And so my kids have been kind of miserable with their allergies this week. All right, I'm having fun placing the different florals, and then I'm going to take my attention to some stickers. I'm trying to figure out, I need something else over here on the left, but you'll see I'm going to look at the stickers. First of all, there's some great phrase stickers, which I really enjoy on these spreads because you can put them directly on the pictures, and I think the phrases kind of explain what's happening in the picture, not specifically, but it captures a feeling, and so I like including those on the spread. So those are super helpful. The labels are super helpful, and I think the butterfly is going to be really pretty, but there's still some trapped white space, so we will add one more floral down here in the corner right here, again softening up that edge, and then a butterfly to connect the two. Super, super pretty. I'm going to add lines next, and then I realize there's one other space where I'm going to add florals at the end, so you'll kind of see where that all comes together in just a minute. So like I said, this spread is super simple, super easy, but really captures our week pretty effectively, which is the whole goal for memory planning, getting those stories down on paper. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. I will have links to the supplies I use down below, including this gorgeous collection from Pink Fresh Studio called Happy Heart, so be sure to check out the description box for those links. I want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon members. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. You are the reason I'm able to put out this content on YouTube, and I really appreciate it. If you want to find out more about some of the perks you can receive over on Patreon, you can check out the link for that in the description box as well. All right, I hope that you all have a fabulous day, and as always, keep it creative.